of the licensing. And on top of that, you can probably get some guaranteed minimums and other really sweet pot deals. So the real answer is you can get what you asked for and close. So it's all about being a good negotiator at this point. There's no hard and fast rules on any of the negotiations at this point.
What are the companies out there doing a good job with mobile advertising, both on the advertiser and brand side and the ad server side?
There's a lot of contemplation at this point, to be very honest. And you have obviously the titans in the space. So you have the Google advertising platform, which includes DoubleClick and others, that's really focused in. The reality there, though, is probably the feedback from a lot of publishers is Google's a little bit black box in how much they split their ad revenue, especially in some of their AdSense and keyword programs with the affiliates and whatnot. And so some people are a little weary of that. And so really, I think the way to gauge these platforms is really figuring out, do they really give you money if you're going to engage some type of ad technology? Right? Is it a technology platform that works really well and it's up to you to make the business happen? Or is it a business kind of opportunity, almost like a franchisee of the ad affiliate world? And then if that is the case, what's it pay? Right now, you can't have the web CPMs contaminate the mobile CPMs because there's not enough traffic there. You'll get a check for $120 of the month, even for a very popular application if it's ad supported. So really what a lot of the successful models that I'll point to right now are people that maybe give a free app away that's slightly ad supported, but it's really driving towards more of a premium subscription or premium application. So a model that you kind of refer to as CPA or cost per action. So you're trying to get people to buy or subscribe or doing something that upgrades them into a more premium offering. As a specific application, I think it does a great job of marketing. I think look at a lot of the Nike apps. I think they have a really great utility that gets consumers really interacting with the Nike brand. So the app specifically that attaches and gets a lot of the telemetry data from your running, I think it's just a great marketing idea.
Okay, last question. Are there any significant hits out there on independent channels that producers can get a better revenue deal with versus the large media companies?
Sure. So if you go and talk to some of the big film distribution houses, like online ones, like an iTunes or a Netflix, they'll probably have some type of minimum that you either did in box office or you did in home video sales before they'll really want to talk to you. Just because they have limited resources and it's difficult for them to manage all the individuals. So they prefer sometimes to work with larger distributors. You can talk to, there's a lot of great companies out there, like, we'll send out a list with some specific names, but Gravitas is a USC alumni. They're doing a great job of taking a lot of independent films as well as some more mainstream things and bringing that out as a package, so a group of films to the different distribution points. That type of model really helps you because then you're basically kind of joined a union, if you will, and you have somebody who's a very savvy marketer packaging up a slate of films, and that's really a lot more valuable right now for the guys like Netflix and iTunes, and that's where a lot of the distribution is. I'll use one last kind of great example, I think, of that point. The movie The Hurt Locker. Won the prize spot this year at the Oscars. Really, it kind of didn't have a huge theatrical open and didn't even really have a lot of theatrical awareness in the movie theaters. And really where it got its legs was in the VOD. So very frictionless for consumers to adopt these services on VOD platforms. And so when the word of mouth started getting out that this is just a phenomenal film, click here and go watch it tonight, that got a huge audience going. So really, I think that's one of the very first use cases. A lot of people still use the case study of Blair Witch of genius online marketing, and that was a great example. But I can point to something that's very fresh that the team at Hurt Locker really leveraged digital platforms to perfection. Not only to have a great home receipt on the digital side, but to get an Oscar and get noticed and get the filmmakers' work out there, which oftentimes for the filmmaker is more important than just the monetary side of the business. So with that, keep the questions coming. We'll answer them throughout the week via email, and at next, help shape the curriculum because this is a evolution with the audience. Send those questions in, and then what we'll do is we'll respond to them in email, and then we might even create other webcasts in the future to answer more of those questions. So thank you for your time, and look forward to speaking with you soon.